Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in and welcome. I swear, over here on this channel, we have a special gift. We're psychic. We can see into the future. Look at this chart. Green across the board, silver up to almost $26. And why? Why do you ask? Because the dollar is weaker. We knew that this was going to happen. We have been talking about this for the last several days. Stimulus goes out, and this is before stimulus has even gone out. Weaker dollar makes gold and silver higher. So this chart right now is a small glimpse into the future, showing us what the chart will look like when stimulus goes out. But I guarantee it's going to be much larger than this. So I have an article from FX Empire talking about the daily price forecast on how silver rallies on weaker US dollar, and also something I might share later on in the video if we have time. So without further ado, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. I post daily videos every single day, posting 2 to 3 videos giving you guys the inside scoop, the newest, latest, freshest information on what's happening in the world of precious metals and what you should do about it. It's very important to be tuned in to channels at least like mine that update you guys on a daily basis, because there's a lot going on. You have to stay, you have to stay in the loop. So anyways, links in the description. Silver managed to settle above the 50-day EMA at $24.40 and tries to settle above the next significant resistance level at $25. And look at this. It broke through. So even at the time of this article, silver has gone even higher. It broke through the resistance level, which means it's in a very bullish phase. Now, if you want to watch the video that they posted, you can as well. And here's some of the stuff that we need to pay attention to. I know most of you probably aren't chart people, right? Charts are just patterns of measured patterns of the past. But we can't get an idea if we incorporate charts and what's happening in the economy. We can get a very accurate, educated guess if you can intertwine those two together. You never want to just blindly invest. You gotta understand what's happening behind the scenes, the context. So the US dollar index has managed to get above the support at 93 level and even tested the support at 92.50 amid widespread market optimism. If the US dollar index settles below the support at 92.50, it will head towards the next support at 92.10, which will be bullish for silver. Meanwhile, gold settled above its 50-day EMA at $1,905 and is testing the nearest resistance level at $1,930. If gold manages to get above this level, it will gain additional upside momentum, which will be bullish for silver and other precious metals. And that's kind of what we're seeing here. Green across the board. We have gold at $1,958, up $52 on the day, approaching $2,000. Platinum up $26 at $905. Palladium is up $70 at $2,400. Things are getting pretty crazy. How long will this last? Who knows? It might not be very long lived. Like I've been saying, there's so much uncertainty. There's so many things that are at stake, and the markets are not going to be stable because people aren't stable right now, right? The people investing mentally aren't stable. The economy's not stable. The road ahead isn't stable, so the markets aren't going to be stable either. But once things settle down later on, next year, we will get a better idea. And I promise you, gold and silver will be extremely bullish when things start to settle down. So, the gold to silver ratio, something we haven't talked about in a while, moved back to the 50-day EMA, settled at 78.50, and is trying to develop additional downside momentum, meaning silver outperforming gold. A move towards the nearest support at 76.50 will provide additional support for silver. Today, the U.S. Fed will announce its interest rate decision and provide commentary on its plans to support the economy. If the Fed is dovish enough, the U.S. dollar will find itself under more pressure, while gold and silver will move towards higher levels. And that's kind of what we're seeing. Now, this is important. Today is actually a pretty important day. It's a very important day because people will pay attention to this. This is what happens, the outcome of this can heavily reflect the next couple weeks, or determine what the next couple weeks of silver's price will be. So silver managed to settle above the 50-day EMA at 24.50, and as the U.S. dollar continued to provide support to precious metals, the nearest resistance level for silver is located at $25. So we have a $25 resistance. It broke through that. If silver settles above this level, it will head towards next resistance at 25.30, which it's already broke through it as well. So a move above that resistance, 25.30, would push October high of 25.55. That's about right where we're at right now. If silver manages to get above the October highs, it will be able to gain additional upside momentum and continue its rebound from the lows reached during the sell-off in September. So it looks like this is about the place that we're at right now. On the support side, silver will likely find some support at previous resistance at 24.60. And this is the thing, there's going to be a lot of support, there's going to be a lot of stability, there's a nice foundation, because more than ever, prices have been staying around this. It's not like this price just came out of nowhere. The prices have been sitting around here. So there's a lot of foundation, there's a lot of stability at these levels, so it's not like it's going to drop lower. This is the new normal. $20, $21, $22 silver, $19, $18 silver, that's out the window. We're not going to see numbers like that anymore. This is the new normal. So they're saying if it broke below that, it would be 23.90 and 23.30, and I just really don't think we're going to see stuff like that anymore. I don't think we're going to see those numbers anymore. There's just too much at stake. There's too much happening, especially looking forwards. See, looking forwards, like I said, this happened from a minor leg downwards in the dollar index. Imagine once a trillion or trillions of dollars of stimulus go into the economy. No matter who wins, it's going to be a very, very large number. Imagine what the chart for gold or silver is going to do when that happens and when the dollar is weaker. And trust me, stimulus will 100% make the dollar weaker. It's not like throwing all this money that we don't have is going to make the dollar stronger. No, it's not how math works. That's not how science works. That's not how physics work. Trust me, I hope you understand this as well. When we put together that big of a stimulus package, it's going to drastically hurt the dollar, and this will be a lot larger, a lot sharper, and probably a lot higher. So I'm curious what you guys think about that. I'm also going to share this article since we have some time. Let me know. Put that in the comments, though, what you guys think about the current situation we're in. Do you think that where do you think the stimulus is going to push gold and silver to, and do you think it's going to stay there? That's the most important question. Will it stay there? I mean, all day long we can say, yeah, that stimulus, once it comes through and it hurts the dollar, it's going to shoot prices up to, let's say, 30, 35. But is it going to stay there, though? Where do you see silver prices realistically headed next year? Is it the $30 range, $20 range, $40 range, or higher? I posted a video earlier today giving my forecast. I think it's going to be around the $30 range. If it does get above $30, I think it would be short-lived. I think we're going to see like 28, 29 to 31, 32, 33. But a lot of people speculate and are predicting a lot higher than that. I do think if it does go higher than that, it wouldn't last too long. A year is a pretty short time frame when we're looking at something that moves as slow as precious metals. I mean, this isn't cryptocurrency, right? This isn't the Tesla or Amazon stock. This is gold and silver. It's a much slower paced market. I mean, nowadays the markets are moving faster because of just how the markets are ever changing. But I want it to go slower. You don't want markets to move that fast because it won't stay at those levels. So anyways, U.S. Mint strikes 1 million silver eagles at San Francisco Mint. This is an interesting story. This is also in the description. For the second time in 2020, the United States Mint has produced a limited number of American Silver Eagles at a mint other than its West Point facility, which has historically handled the bulk of production of these coins. These coins were offered to the Mint's network of authorized purchasers November 2nd in monster boxes of 500 coins each. So This is going to be probably a pretty collectible coin. Actually, I usually say, the U.S. Mint or American Eagles are very standard, very basic bullion coins. But if you can get your hands on one of these million from the San Francisco Mint, they might be collectible in the future. Because there's only a million. That's a very small number. Pandas are minted in the 8 millions. This is 8 times, 8 times rarer than that. So, and it's a different story. This is something coming out of the scarcity. U.S. Mint sold out of American Eagles. They're probably trying to make sure that won't happen again. And let's keep reading on. Let's continue on in the story. So, 1 million such coins were struck at the San Francisco Mint, and they are being sold at slight premium over the normal wholesale cost of these coins due to higher production costs in San Francisco, which makes sense, right? Cost of production is something that definitely needs to be incorporated for them, but I definitely think paying the premium will pay off eventually. They will be offered in monster boxes that are labeled and numbered with production lot numbers from 800,000 to 801,999, which the Mint confirms are for coins made only at the San Francisco Mint. Sealed monster boxes of these coins may be sent to the grading services to receive labels that mark them as 2020 S American Silver Eagles that are also indicating they were in emergency production struck at the San Francisco Mint. I might have to get my hands on some of these. Honestly, I've never, ever promoted or told you guys that it's a smart or profitable idea to buy graded American Eagles. That's like putting a bumper sticker on a Tesla. But these definitely, I could see a collectible. They could have a collectible future. Definitely. So this is similar to what was used in early May when they announced the 240,000 silver eagle struck at the emergency basis point at Philadelphia Mint, and special labels if submitted in unopened monster box. And this is actually probably one of the few times where the NGC or PCGS labels, the words on them actually matter. When you see like I just got some 2012 a couple of 2012 MS-70 pandas, and it says like first strike, early release. Those have absolutely no meaning, no value. There's no point. They're worth that. Most of the time, that's not even true, right? It's not even a first strike or early release. A lot of times, it's not even true, unfortunately. But and it's not like an early release is gonna gain more value than one that isn't. So, but with this situation, since it's an emergency, since it's an emergency strike, it could bring some more value. So on April 15th, the Mint announced a temporary suspension of operations at its West Point Mint that ended a week later. That was done to give the Mint time to go through cleaning of that facility. So far this year, the Mint has sold 24 million of these coins compared to the 14.8 million for the year of 2019. So 24, that's a high number. Last year there was 14. I remember covering that. When I saw 14 million, that's getting around the panda number, right? Pandas are minted around 8 million, 6 to 8 million per year, and that gives pandas a lot of collectability because that's a pretty low number on a global scale. Kookaburra has 500,000. That's extremely low, but pandas are still pretty low. And then when I saw American Eagles reaching panda numbers, that was interesting, but looks like they're going back up into the tens and tens of millions. So I'm curious what you guys are going to are going to do. Are you going to buy some of these? Do you think they'll collect, or are you going to collect them? Let's get some of the prices. So the 2020 S coin is available for a pre-sale now in MS-70 for $90. So an MS-70 is $90, and a roll of gems coin is $1,100. Key date 2015 P in MS-70, only 79,000 struck, sold for $4,000. That's an extremely high price, and I don't think anyone's going to pay that. You can get a lot of other very profitable slabbed coins or just bullion for $4,000. But yeah, in the 2020p, which is Philadelphia, can be as little as $79 in MS-69 or $250 in MS-7. You don't want the MS-69, so it would be $250 basically. So The only one I would consider buying, I'm probably not going to unless I honestly I'm not going to, but it would be this one because this is the San Francisco Mint, right? So this is the one that you want, the emergency, and it's available for MS70, which is perfect condition, and $90. That's the most affordable one. That's the most realistic one in my opinion. If you were going to get any of these, that you would do. And that's even talking about the raw coin. Even if the raw coin's a lot cheaper, I'd probably go this route because it's graded. There's proof that this is the coin for there was the emergency strike from San Francisco. That's what you want. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos. If you like any of my stuff, please subscribe, like the videos, share the videos if you want. I try to make very good quality content to leave you guys after watching my video better off with your stacking strategy, or just more informed in the precious metal world or in the economy. Anything that's going on, I try to get my point across, make it very thorough so you guys understand what's happening as well. So thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.